Hey, Cheetahs, I wanted to really quickly give you a tour of Clever, Sora, our King County Library systems, and how we're going to use Sora to look for cookbooks for our Cultures and Food project. So the first thing that we're going to do is I am going to show you, once you're in Clever, how you are going to find and use Sora for this project. So the first thing that we're going to do in our Clever is look for and find Sora by Overdrive and favorite that so that this sticks at the top of your Clever portal and is there whenever you need it. So once you've favorited Sora, go ahead and click on that and open Sora. Now, this is pretty cool because we have access to ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, really great stuff for readers who maybe like to read on their computers or who are looking for different things like really cool Minecraft magazines, some magazines that feature, people like Taylor Swift, whatever you might be interested in. In addition, we are going to go through the process of adding the King County Library System, that database, to our Sora accounts so that you have a wider variety of cookbooks to choose from for our Food and Cultures project. So when you get into Sora, you're going to click on the little drop-down menu right below Explore. And you're going to click the green button that says Add a Library. Then you're going to type in King County and see what you get. Well, I have already added the King County Library. You're going to be looking for the one that says Algona Pacific, I think is the default. You're going to add Algona Pacific by clicking on that box. And then when you're done, you will be able to now search both the North Shore School District and the King County Library System. Now, the reason that this is particularly helpful is that you will have a search function. In the top right-hand corner, when you're in Sora, there's a search box. And you could search for cookbook just to see what we get. Let's search for cookbook and see what we get. When I do that, I search for cookbook. I'm going to click off of that. I get 3,912 electronic, meaning I can get them right now, ebooks. They're available on my computer. And the thing that I want you to notice is when you do a search in Sora, now that we've added the King County Library, you'll see North Shore School District books come first. And then below that, the King County Library System comes next. So we are looking for a cookbook that has a recipe in it that you would like to learn more about and that you would then like to make a model of using felt or other supplies. So I want you to think about your family and your traditions. I want you to think about foods that are important to you. I want you to think about your own culture and how that might be represented by food. And then you're going to be looking for cookbooks that could help you find a recipe that you might want to use for this project. So one of the things I notice is that if I click See More to get more books, 3,905 ebooks in the King County Library System is a lot. So I think I'm going to change my search a little bit, and I'm going to go into search. And one of the things in my family that is something that we eat a lot is called a German pancake. Some people call them a Dutch baby. So I might be looking for brunch cookbook because I'm going to browse and see if I can find a recipe for a Dutch baby. And so now you see here, I added one keyword, I added brunch, and now I limited my search. Now I only have 74 choices. You could also go back and do a new search. Maybe you want to look for Persian cookbook. Maybe your culture is Persian. And then you could then find that cookbook and use that. Now here's what happens when you found the cookbook you think you want to use. You're going to need to make sure it has a blue borrow. If it says black place hold, that means you'd have to wait for it. We want to find things you can use right now. So blue borrow, I see this Persian cookbook. I'm actually going to decide to switch over here. Oh, that one's black place hold. Oh, this one has lots of pictures. Middle Eastern. I'm going to go ahead and borrow that. And I'm going to sign in using my North Shore School District account. And it's going to ask me to walk through all of these pieces. You choose your account, you input your password. And now I can go back and borrow this cookbook. Once I'm in the cookbook, the thing that's really, really, really cool is when I start to open it by clicking on the right-hand side. Lots of great pictures, which will help me for this project. I can keep going. Oops, I'm a little bit stalled. Let me go ahead. Very strange. There we go. So now I'm in the book. Here is my table of contents. I decide I want to look at desserts. Now that I'm in desserts, I can look for a recipe that I might want to make. You might use your eyes. Maybe you're just going to browse through and look at the pictures of different recipes to help you decide what you want to make. Maybe you are going to be looking for something specific. That looks really delicious. Yum. You can decide the best way to select a recipe that you might use for this project. So if I click at the bottom, it's going to ask, let me close, and I can go back to my list. You might find a couple of cookbooks that you want to look at. You can also read a sample of the book. And almost always, when you're looking at a sample, if it gives you enough pages, you might be able to look at the table of contents. Doesn't always happen, but again, you're looking for things that have good images, something that in some way is connected to you, your family, or your culture. Here's some links I could look at. Again, I haven't borrowed this one yet. Remember, I just clicked read a sample, and then I can do my work. So cheetahs, I want you to think about this. You are going to be looking for a cookbook using Sora and the King County Library System. Be patient. This is new. Take your time. I promise that even beyond cookbooks, you're going to find a lot of really great uses for Sora, for your North Shore libraries, and for your King County Library card. Happy reading, cheetahs.